Did Star Wars Galaxies have anything like that? Because we'll have to, when Robert Coffey, when he comes on, we'll have to, I don't know if we've talked about it, not with him here, but he had a whole career as a dancer for money.
As far as I know, that was all like in the tavern. There was a whole tavern gameplay where like dancing healed wounds and
right.
or whatever.
That's right.
It was terrible. I don't know. It was an awful idea.
But he had clients, Robert. He would like log in and his male clients would be awaiting him and his services. And he made a fortune doing that.
That's worse than the Second Life.
I know.
Well, it's like the same thing, but in the Star Wars quarter of Second Life, but with none
of those special
with no
special
units.
graphics.
I remember being at some EA.
Just Star Wars dry humping for money.
Right, that's what he was doing.
Was he one of those tentacle head ladies?
Twi'leks?
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was a tentacle-headed lady.
Well, those are the hot ones, quote unquote.
And he had a whole story. I really should let him tell the story because it's fantastic. He had a whole story of who he was as a human playing this character. All these guys thought that he was like this waitress who worked at Olive Garden in the Midwest. I mean, they thought he was really a chick who was playing.
Right.
Well, why was he leading them on like that?
And was lap dancing, and because he made a fortune. That's why.
Well, who wants Star Wars money that bad?
He did as a joke. He had this whole.
It's not a funny joke.
He had this whole career going on as an online prostitute.
Just playing.
And it was. Yeah, it was amazing. He had like regular Johns, who would like send him gifts after a while. He would just log on and he'd have shit waiting in his mailbox.
But did they inevitably start asking for his like Yahoo Personals account and like?
Well, they would like try to, but he would be like, "Sorry, honey, haha, this is just work."
I'm married and have 4 kids,
like a Hooters waitress or something.
But I would come over every once in a while when he was texting, and you would just be. I mean, you would know when someone was in Robert watching him because you would just hear, "Oh!" You would just hear various one-up editors like, "Oh man," because I mean, he was just like full on. Like kind of going for it. He would take them into back rooms and he would service them. Yeah,
he should have said
that game should be shut down.
Yeah, for that reason alone. I remember I was at an EA and he got into it too. That was the great thing, was he was doing it as a joke, the way you guys do the ganking just for laughs, and then he like got into his career. And I was at this EA, and I'll have him on the podcast so he can admit to this. We were at like one of those EA summer days things or whatever at their campus. We're outside at these like tables with all these journalists, and he like walks over with his plate of food and like out loud goes like, "I've got to get back because this client is waiting for me to dance for him at like 4:00, and we got to get out of here." And he's saying this like stressed, serious, like loud, and we're like, "Dude, indoor voice." I mean, it was embarrassing.
Well, you were just trying to tell me this was a joke.
It was a joke, but at first, but then he kind of got into it.
This is dangerous stuff.
Something about himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote a great, hilarious column about it. But then after the column was done, he was still playing. You were like, "Time for the intervention, man."
Ooh.
Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that. Because of this guy complaining about the dancing in Conan.
This is why we want dancing in Conan. He was one of Robert's clients.
Could this have been Robert posting?
Maybe. It sure sounded like it.
I can't get any money this way.
He wanted to transfer his career to Age of Conan.